Everybody, welcome to our 11th 2025 Bowman Draft Jumbo Break. Today we sold out number 14, so we are now down 12, 13, and 14. 12 is going to be tomorrow, same time, same place, and then 13 will be on the 26th. And I haven't scheduled 14 yet, but it's very likely going to be Friday the 27th, it looks like. Gotta look at what I have. Alright, so let's link you guys to number 15, which is actually selling pretty fast as well. So these guys are rolling right along. Let me see how many spots are left on 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 left. Alright. So for today's break, we have Francisco with the Orioles, Brewers, and Dodgers. We have Michael M with the Red Sox, Guardians, Rangers, Phillies, and Padres. Joseph M with the Yankees. Bill has 6 teams: the Rays, Astros, Marlins, Cubs, Rockies, and Giants. John A has the Blue Jays, the Tigers, the Royals, the Mariners. Ronnie S has the White Sox and Reds. Brandon H has the Twins. Andrew K has the Angels as well as the Mets. Brian H has the A's and Braves. Christian has the Nats and Diamondbacks. Josh B has the Pirates. Stephen S has the Cardinals. Clear up my glasses a little. Things are looking kind of crazy. Hopefully that's a little better for me. Now the fun begins. Okay, and away we go. Oh, also to note, I just officially shipped off the last PSA order, so we're back to the beginning on that one. With their new prices, we are currently sitting at $28 a card. I need at least 20 to submit. We have Raynel Rodriguez, Cardinals. Joshua Flores, first for the Brewers. Johnny Farmello, Mariners. Mason McConaughey, first for the Rangers. Arjun Nimala, Jays. Cooper Pratt, Brewers. Jacob Morrison, first for the Brewers. Dante Nori, Phillies. Ben Jacobs, first for the Tigers. Sammy Stafora, Pirates. Dominic Fritton, first for the Rays. Brody Brecht, Rockies. Josh Owens, first for the Rangers. Kalen Culpepper, Twins. Cooper Fleming, first for the Rays. Jefferson Rojas, Cubs. Luke LaCourse, first for the Angels. Kane Kepley, first for the Cubs. Brady Montgomery, White Sox. Ethan Hedges, first for the Rockies. Thomas White, Marlins. And here's an auto for the Orioles. Very nice. Caden Bodine, first round pick for Baltimore from Francisco. Finally, one of the 2 Orioles we got. He was the 30th overall selection. Alright, Chrome first, Brandon Compton for the Marlins for Bill. J.R. Ritchie for the Braves. Sean Gamble is a first rounder for the Royals. For John. Luke LaCourse, first for the A's. Or Angels, sorry, for Andrew. Josiah Hartshorn, first for the Cubs for Bill. Steele Hall, first rounder for the Reds for Ronnie. C.J. Gray, first for the Angels for Andrew. And then we have Bowman Draft Night. It's number 1, Eli Willits of the Nationals. That'll be for Christian. Refractor first, Pico Cohen for the Yankees for Joseph. And refractor first, Aaron Walton of the Guardians, who is a second rounder. We have Ike Irish, first for the Orioles. Cameron Maldonado, first for the Giants. Dax Kilby, first for the Yankees. Ryan Waldschmidt, Diamondbacks. Eli Willits, first for the Nats. Cody Miller, first for the Braves. Aiden Miller, Phillies. Landon Vidurick, first for the Dodgers. Dakota Jordan, Giants. Ryan Weidman, first for the Padres. Esmerin Valdez, Pirates. Jamie Arnold, first for the A's. Christian Fauch, first for the Red Sox. Liam Doyle, first for the Cardinals. Peter Crusoe, first for the Mets. Max Williams, first for the Marlins. Dominic Reed, first for the Cubs. Rock Riggio, Rockies. Cody Bowker, first for the Phils. Leo DeVries, A's. Jake Monroe, first for the Angels. And here's a sparkle for the Cubs. It is Caleb Wing. That'll be for Bill. Bill got a sparkle yesterday as well. He was a 4th rounder. Willits over here. Come first, Dominic Reed for the Cubs for Bill. Rock Riggio, Rockies. Cody Bowker, first for the Phils for Michael. Leo DeVries for the A's. Landon Vidurick, first for the Dodgers for Francisco. Dakota Jordan, Giants. Ryan Weidman, first for the Pods for Michael. And prize prospects, Jesus Madi for the Brewers. That'll be for Francisco. Refractor first round, Kyson Witherspoon, Red Sox for Michael, and Dakota Jordan, Giants for Bill. Alright, we have Charlie Condon, Rockies. Mason Neville, first for the Reds. Gilfran Castillo, Rangers. Caden Kent, first for the Yankees. Johnny Lovell, Giants. Tatum Gray, first for the Rays. Xavier Nayans, first for the Astros. Matthew Fisher, first for the Phillies. Jojo Parker, first for the Jays. Aiden West, first for the Dodgers. Devin Taylor, first for the A's. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles. Joshua Gonzalez, Giants. Miguel Samay Jr., first for the Nats. Sebastian Walcott, Rangers. Mason Peters, first for the Mariners. Yohani Morales, Nationals. Cameron Nelson, first for the Rockies. Kyson Witherspoon, first for the Red Sox. Connor Essenberg, first for the Braves. Seth Hernandez, first for the Pirates. Pico Cohen, first for the Yankees. And Seth Hernandez, chrome first for the Pirates. That'll be for Josh. Pico Cohen, first for the Yankees for Joseph. First round Jordan Yost for the Tigers for John. Gabe Davis, first for the White Sox for Ronnie. Felon Celestin, Mariners. First round Gavin Keelan for the Giants for Bill. Sean Episcope, first for the Brewers for Francisco. And Bowman Draft Night will be Mitch Voigt of the New York Mets. That'll be for Andrew. Refractor will be Franklin Arias for the Red Sox for Michael. And refractor first Cody Miller for the Braves. 3rd rounder. That'll be for Brian. See, there we go. All right, Hagen Smith, White Sox. Tanner Franklin, first for the Cardinals. Blake Mitchell, Royals. Griffin Hughes, first for the Mariners. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees. Landon Hodge, first for the White Sox. Mason Morris, first for the Reds. Eduardo Tate, Twins. Marcus Phillips, first for the Red Sox. Matthew Miura, first for the Cardinals. Ethan Conrad, first for the Cubs. Ty Harvey, first for the Padres. Josh Owens, first for the Rangers. Kalen Culpepper, Twins. Cooper Fleming, first for the Rays. Jefferson Rojas, Cubs. Zach Root, first for the Dodgers. Luke LaCourse, first for the Angels. Kane Kepley, first for the Cubs. Brady Montgomery, White Sox. Ethan Hedges, first for the Rockies. Thomas White for the Marlins. And then we have our chrome of George Lombard Jr. for the Yankees. Nolan Schubert, first for the Guardians for Michael. Cash Mayfield, Padres. Gustavo Melendez, first for the Pirates for Josh. Gavin Turley, first for the A's for Brian. First round Xavier Nyans for the Astros for Bill. And Caleb Wing, first for the Cubs for Bill. We have prize prospects. Charlie Condon for the Rockies. That'll be for Bill. A refractor. Kevin McGonigal for the Tigers for John. And refractor first round. Tate to the scene. We got Braves in back-to-back packs there. That'll be for Brian. Hello, Fluffer. What you doing, Santa? Alright, Jacob Reimer, Mets. Landon Harmon, first for the Nets. Jesus Madi, Brewers. Justin Lampkin, first for the Royals. Yandel Ricardo, Royals. Nate Snead, first for the Angels. Easton Carmichael, first for the Pirates. Walker Jenkins, Twins. Ethan Frey, first for the Astros. Aaron Escobar, Phillies. James Elwinger, first for the Twins. Felton Celestin, Mariners. JT Quinn, first for the Orioles. Walker Janik, Houston Astros. JD Thompson, first for the Brewers. Alfredo Duno, Reds. JB Middleton, first for the Rockies. Jordan Yost, first for the Tigers. Caleb Wing, first for the Cubs. Josh Hammond, first for the Royals. Grant Richardson, first for the A's. Ethan Petrie, first for the Nats. There's the other Royal first rounder. Josh Hammond. That'll be for John. Matthew Fisher, first for the Phils for Michael. Ethan Petrie, first for the Nats for Christian. Nate George for the Orioles. First round Tate Suthasine for the Braves for Brian. Corbin Dickerson, first for the Mariners for John. Does that fit? Okay. Jake Cook, first for the Jays for John. And an Axis will be Andrew Salas of the Marlins. That's going to be going to Bill. And then refractor first round, Caden Bodine, there he is again, for Francisco. And refractor Aiden Miller, Phillies. That'll be for Michael. Okay, and a good mix of chromes and refractors here. First round guys, that is. Put the two Royals over here. There goes Steel Hall. Okay. Doing pretty good with the race going. Almost filled up in the back. Not even halfway through yet. Alright. Ryan Sloan, Mariners. Colin Yeaman, first for the Orioles. Carlos Lagrange, Yankees. Willie Carlson, first for the White Sox. Tim Piacentine, first for the Jays. Gavin Keelan, first for the Giants. Sean Episcope, first for the Brewers. Tate Suthasine, first for the Braves. Corbin Dickerson, first for the Mariners. Jake Cook, first for the Jays. Luis Pena, Brewers. Riley Quick, first for the Twins. Shotaro Mori, A's. Slade Caldwell, D-backs. Brady Ebel, first for the Brewers. Adonis Guzman, first for the Pirates. Nate George, Orioles. Joseph Zira, first for the Orioles. Tyson Lewis, Reds. Max Bellew, first for the Rocks. And Ching Cheng Ko for the Dodgers. And an auto, it looks like Xavier Nyans. Because it is Xavier Nyans. We got a hit of him yesterday and an auto of him today. So Bill's pretty happy about that, I'm sure. Two first round hitters. Pick number 21 and number 30 so far. Both base autos. Big weird looking scuff mark on that. That usually comes off. Actually, the whole surface is kind of ugly looking now that I see it in the light. But let's see if this comes off. Yeah, at least that thing came off. But yeah, there's like a bunch of little dots all over the place, which hard to see on camera. Alright, chrome first, Joseph Zira for the Orioles for Francisco. Tyson Lewis for the Reds. Max Bellew, first for the Rockies for Bill. Cheng Sen Ko, Dodgers. Luis Pena, Brewers. Cody Miller, first for the Braves for Brian. Aiden Miller for the Phillies. And prize prospects will be Gavin Keelan of the Giants. And that'll be for Bill. Refractor first, we have Cameron Nelson for the Rockies. That'll be for Bill. And Landon Vidoric with some not looking great looking thing in the corner here. I don't know what the heck that is. And there's a big, chrome dot there. So I don't know what the heck that thing is, but it's in the card. I can't wipe it off. It's like a little crease. Looks like not perfect. That's round 3, so he does go up as a round 3. And Nelson, you were what? A 5th. Sorry, missed the cut. Missed the cut at round 5. How do you say round 4? Alright. Caleb Lays, first for the Tigers. Gage Wood, first for the Phillies. Gabe Davis, first for the White Sox. Charles Davilan, first for the Dodgers. Tommy White, A's. Nick Becker, first for the Mariners. Dakota Jordan, Giants. Ryan Weidman, first for the Padres. Esmer Valdez, Pirates. Aaron Walton, first for the Cubs. Max Clark, Tigers. J.J. Weatherholt, Cardinals. Craig Crossland, first for the Cardinals. Luke Dickerson, Nationals. Nolan Sailors, first for the Royals. Brody Brecht, Rockies. Malachi Witherspoon, first for the Tigers. Jared Thomas, Rockies. Brandon Compton, first for the Marlins. J.R. Ritchie for the Braves. Sean Gamble, first for the Royals. And a Sky Blue, first for the White Sox. Not Billy Carlson. It is Gabe Davis. 316 of 499. Let's see who that is. He's a 5th rounder. That'll be for Ronnie. Another weird looking mark on this one. That one is a scuff, isn't it? Okay. It did come off. Alright, Braden Montgomery, White Sox. Ethan Hedges, first for the Rockies. For Bill. Thomas White, Marlins. Jack Gurevich, first for the Cardinals. For Steven. First round Mitch Voigt for the Mets. For Andrew. Tommy Troy for the Diamondbacks. Patrick Forbes, first rounder for the Diamondbacks for Christian. And access will be Steele Hall for the Reds for Ronnie. Refractor first, Dean Curley for the Guardians for Michael. And refractor first, Sean Episcope for the Brewers. That'll be for Francisco. Second round, Dean Curley. So I think the Guardians had 2. Aaron Walton was also a second rounder. Nobody ever wants the Guardians, even though they have 2 second round bats. There's Voigt. Quentin Young, first for the Twins. Jackson Wiggins, Cubs. Chase Shores, first for the Angels. Cam Caminetti, Braves. Michael Oliveto, first for the Tigers. Ben Jacobs, first for the Tigers. Sammy Stafura, Pirates. Dominic Fritton, first for the Rays. Travis Sikora, Nats. Briggs McKenzie, first for the Braves. Joshua Kuroda Grauer, A's. Ryan Mitchell, first for the Cardinals. Caleb Bonner, White Sox. Murph Gray, first for the Pirates. Eduardo Quintero, Dodgers. Malcolm Moore, Rangers. Kyle Lodisi, first for the White Sox. Mike Sirota, Dodgers. Dean Curley, first for the Guardians. Kevin McGonigal for the Tigers. And we have a green reptilian here. It's going to be a Tiger. Malachi Witherspoon. Could have been 2 different first-round bats, but no. Malachi Witherspoon, 95 of 99, who I'm guessing... Oh, there's an auto behind it. It's for the Rays. That'll be for Bill. It's going to be Tatum Gray, 333 of 499. He was a 3rd rounder. It's a 3rd round refractor, 2 first round base, got 3 bats. That's good. Witherspoon was a 2nd round, 62nd overall pick. Alright, Chrome first, Michael Lombardi for the Royals for John. Travis Bazana, Guardians. Aaron Watson, first for the Reds for Ronnie. Franklin Arias, Red Sox. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Orioles. Easton Carmichael, first for the Pirates for Josh. Walker Jenkins for the Twins. An access of Eli Willits for the Nationals for Christian. Refractor Travis Bazana of the Guardians for Michael. And refractor first Jake Cook of the Jays, who was a 3rd. Looking like I'm run out of room for these bad boys. Joshua Lugo, Angels. Kevin Fien, first for the Rangers. Matt Barr, first for the Twins. Cade Anderson, first for the Mariners. Sean Youngerman, first for the Phils. Cade Obermueller, first for the Phils. AJ Russell, first for the Rangers. James Tibbs, Dodgers. Mitch Voigt, first for the Mets. Tommy Troy, Diamondbacks. Patrick Forbes, first for the D-backs. Gavin Turley, first for the A's. Trevor Cohen, first for the Giants. Carson Bench, Mets. Brian Curley, first for the D-backs. Spencer Jones, Yankees. Antonio Jimenez, first for the Mets. Michael Lombardi, first for the Royals. Travis Bazzana, Guardians. Aaron Watson, first for the Reds. Franklin Arias, Red Sox. Caden Bodine, first for the Orioles. And there's Caden Bodine again. We pulled him in all forms today. First rounder for the Orioles for Francisco. Cameron Nelson, first for the Rockies for Bill. First round Kyson Witherspoon for the Red Sox for Michael. Connor Essenberg, first for the Braves for Brian. Ethan Frey, first for the Astros for Bill. Aaron Escobar for the Phillies. James Ellinger, first for the Twins for Brandon. And an in-action insert will be of Seth Hernandez of the Pirates. That'll be for Josh. And then our first refractor is going to be Aaron Watson, second rounder for the Reds for Ronnie. And refractor of Luis Pena for the Brewers. That'll be for Francisco. Stick this one right here. Alright. We have finally filled that back row there with all hitters and Seth Hernandez. Alright, Raynel Rodriguez, Cardinals. Joshua Flores, first for the Brewers. Johnny Formello, Mariners. Mason McConaughey, first for the Rangers. Arjun Imala, Jays. Tyler Bredmer, first for the Angels. Michael Salina, first for the Padres. Johnny Slowinski, first for the Angels. Cooper Pratt, Brewers. Jacob Morrison, first for the Brewers. Dante Nori, Phillies. J.D. Dix, first D-backs, sorry. Casey Cunningham, first for the D-backs. Josiah Hartshorn, first for the Cubs. Steele Hall, first for the Reds. C.J. Gray, first for the Angels. Jack Gurevich, first for the Cardinals. George Lombard Jr., Yankees. Nolan Schubert, first for the Guardians. Cash Mayfield, Padres. Gustavo Melendez, first for the Pirates. And an Aqua Wave parallel, first for the Rockies. It is J.B. Middleton, 006, 0125. That'll be for Bill. And it's going to be a second rounder, 45th overall. Really? Wait a second. 45th overall, okay. It's a really high second rounder. Because I know that I thought the fourth rounders actually get into the 40s, maybe 40, 41. So this is a very high second rounder. There we go. Alright, Malcolm Moore, Chrome for the Rangers. Mike Sirota, Dodgers. Dean Curley, first for the Guardians for Michael. Kevin McGonigal for the Tigers. There's first round JoJo Parker for the Jays for John. Aiden West, first for the Dodgers for Francisco. Devin Taylor, first for the A's for Brian. And the Sky Blue Chrome, first for the Red Sox. Nice. Kyson Witherspoon. Got his auto yesterday. Nice Sky Blue. There for Michael. Refractor first, Michael Lombardi for the Royals for John. And Corbin Dickerson for the Mariners. He's a fifth rounder. That'll be for John. Okay, Sky Blue Witherspoon and JoJo Parker. I'm gonna replace here. Oh wait, yeah, Voigt was a 38th round, 38th overall pick, so he was down there. Alright, we have Caleb Lays, first for the Tigers. Gage Wood, first for the Phillies. Gabe Davis, first for the White Sox. Charles Davilan, first for the Dodgers. Tommy White, A's. Nick Becker, first for the Mariners. Aaron Walton, first for the Guardians. Max Clark, Tigers. Mason Morris, first for the Reds. Eduardo Tate, Twins. Marcus Phillips, first for the Red Sox. Andrew Salas, Marlins. Anthony Ayenson, first for the Red Sox. Elian Pena, Mets. Cameron Miller, first for the Royals. Connor Griffin, Pirates. Theo Gillen, Rays. Dean Livingston, first for the D-backs. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Dean Moss, first for the Rays. Jose Briseño, Tigers. And an X-Fractor will be a Royal, Yandel Ricardo. And that's going to go to John. He was 2024 Dominican Republic free agent. He's born in 2006, so he's now, I think he's 19 years old. Alright, we have Jake Monroe, Chrome first for the Angels for Andrew. Theo Gillen for the Rays. Dean Livingston, first for the D-backs for Christian. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Esmeralda Valdez, Pirates. Aaron Walton, first for the Guardians for Michael. Max Clark for the Tigers. Axis will be Kevin McGonigal for Detroit. That's going to go to John. Refractor first, Connor Essenberg for the Braves. That will go to Brian. And Ryan Weidman, first for the Padres. That's a third round refractor there. And what's Essenberg? Fifth. That's three different Braves first hitters in refractor form. Alright, let's get you up there, Weidman. We have filled up all the stands. That's pretty good. Pretty good, I would say. Alright, we got Hagen Smith, White Sox. Tanner Franklin, first for the Cardinals. Blake Mitchell, Royals. Griffin Hughes, first for the Mariners. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees. Landon Hodge, first for the White Sox. Matthew Mura, first for the Cardinals. Ethan Conrad, first for the Cubs. Ty Harvey, first for the Padres. Tyler Brenmer, first for the Angels. Michael Salina, first for the Padres. Johnny Slawinski, first for the Angels. Riley Kelly, first for the Rockies. J.J. Weatherholt, Cardinals. Cade Crossland, first for the Cardinals. Luke Dickerson, Nationals. Nolan Sailors, first for the Royals. Malachi Witherspoon, first for the Tigers. Jared Thomas, Rockies. Brandon Compton, first for the Marlins. J.R. Ritchie for the Braves. And Sean Gamble, first for the Royals. And then there's our Chrome. We have Chrome first, Dean Moss for the Rays for Bill. Jose Briseño, Tigers. Malachi Witherspoon, first for the Tigers. For John. Jared Thomas for the Rockies. Mason Morris, first for the Reds for Ronnie. Eduardo Tate for the Twins. And first round, Kason Cunningham for the D-backs for Christian. Good last Chrome. Alright, then we have Prize Prospects. JoJo Parker for the Jays. That'll be for John. Refractor first, Seth Hernandez. Very nice one there. Top 10 pick. Santa, don't take my arm. I need that. Okay. Seth Hernandez, Pirates for Josh, and also Pirates, Esmeralda Valdez. Santa. I'm going to take down our insert here, I guess. Put that one right there. We'll speak of it later. And then here, Kason Cunningham was pick number 18. I think Yost might be the lowest one on here. Nope, he's 24. Who else would have been lower? Were the Royals guys both high? I think they were both in the teens. 28. I think Bodine is the lowest. He's 30. Bam, we'll do that. There we go. Alright. Packing everything back in my box here, and we'll go over what we have. Overall, pretty solid break. Good autos, good refractors, good base. Okay. So for autos today, we have a refractor auto, $4.99 of Tate and Gray. Third rounder, I believe, for the Rays. Then we have first round auto, Xavier Nyans of the Houston Astros. And first round auto, Caden Bodine for the Baltimore Orioles. We have a green reptilian of 99, Malachi Witherspoon, second rounder for the Detroit Tigers. JB Middleton, Aqua Wave Parallel, 125. I think he was also second rounder. That's for the Colorado Rockies. And Caleb Wing, fourth or something like that. Sparkle first for the Chicago Cubs. Yeah, fourth. I was right. Alright, we have a Sky Blue of $4.99 of Gabe Davis for the Chicago White Sox. Don't know the round off the top of my head. We have an X-Fractor, Yandel Ricardo for the Kansas City Royals. We have a Sky Blue Chrome, Kyson Witherspoon, first rounder for the Red Sox. We have an in-action insert of Seth Hernandez for the Pirates, a Axis insert of Eli Willits for the Nats, as well as a Bowman Draft Night Eli Willits for the Nats. Okay, for our refractors, we have the Guardians combo here, which I don't know their names off the top of my head. Dean Curley and Aaron Walton, both were second rounders. We have Tate Suthasine, first rounder for the Braves, along with Cody Miller, third rounder for the Braves. We have Caden Bodine, first rounder for the O's. Landon Vidoric, he's a third or fourth, I think. I'm gonna think third. We have Kyson Weatherspoon, first rounder for the Red Sox. Name, I need to Cook. Yeah, Jake Cook, who I think is a third rounder for the Jays. And then we have Ryan Weidman, who I believe is also a third rounder for the Padres. And we have first round Seth Hernandez for the Pirates. And then for our Chrome, we have first rounders Josh Hammond and Sean Gamble for the Royals, Gavin Fian for the Giants, Jordan Yost, that's Jordan Yost, right? Yes. Jordan Yost for the Tigers, Seth Hernandez for the Pirates, Xavier Nyans for the Astros, Tate Suthasine for the Braves, Steele Hall for the Reds, JoJo Parker for the Jays, Kyson Cunningham for the Diamondbacks. We have also Caden Bodine, first rounder for the Orioles, Mitch Voigt, first rounder for the Mets, Kyson Witherspoon, first rounder for the Red Sox, and Patrick Forbes, the first rounder for the D-backs. And that will be everything for our break today. So thanks for joining all. It was a pretty good one. Remember, a lot of people got some stuff. And I linked you guys number 15 in chat if you want to buy more Bowman Draft. I have much more after that too. If we keep on selling. And tomorrow, like I said, will be number 12. I'm sure a lot of you guys are on that one as well. And it'll be same time, same place. I'll also be doing a break in the day tomorrow. I think it's a pristine break. No, it's Bowman Chrome Hobby 11 break, so some of you might be on that as well. That one will be at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. So thanks for joining, everyone. I'll talk to you soon, get those results for you, and we'll get this all shipped out by on Wednesday. So, see you later, everyone.